Hello guys and welcome, good evening, happy weekend. Guys, welcome to some running on Le Mans Ultimate tonight. It is time for us to jump into the hypercars, into the Spa race, together with some rain tonight. So yeah, that will be an interesting one, especially since I haven't done any running on this track all week. So I'm pretty sure it will be an intense session. Yeah, I seem underprepared. I am slightly underprepared, that's correct. But we will get to that point now where we hopefully are going to be prepared very much. And part of preparation obviously is picking the setup and racing the Toyota today. Oof. What is that track wetness we have right here? Because we're expecting rain tonight. It's a dumb race track condition. That means we are in a good position with the setup right now. Because dumb means less than slightly wet. And also, if you can get these tires to work, that's going to be good enough with the slicks even. But as you can see, cold tires out of the pits, it's not really a chance to not go white on Eau Rouge. Anyway, MD, Puckno, Killer Cake, Luca Carroll, thank you everyone for joining. Rocky Mountain, hey James. James, I'm disappointed to see you in the GTs, not in the hypercar category. Anyway, it hasn't been too busy of a week. As you can imagine, for the reasoning, yesterday obviously no stream. Thursday also no stream. For those of you that are followed on Instagram, you've seen why. Wednesday, sadly I couldn't race the series. I wanted to so badly, but yeah, I had the opportunity to do the coaching, so it's awesome speaking about coaching and dying straight, right? Anyway, that's what you do sometimes. So yeah, there was simply this week there simply hasn't been the time in order to do much more streaming. Hey Joao. Nope, I have not yet filled out the feedback survey, but I will, and I encourage you guys to do so too. Because we all want the sim to be better, to be more improved, to be worked on. So I think it's about our must-do that we are giving the feedback and doing the survey. Though there is not really a car that is sort of like best to drive for me. It is track dependent, very much so. Toyota at Portimao has been the Ferrari at Spa, or the Porsche. But today I want to give it a try in the Toyota too. Just learning all the different cars, the pros and cons. Would be certainly an LMH at Sebring, I think. Much easier with the brakes and the bumps and everything. Could potentially be a Peugeot 2023 in wet conditions. Cars rolling violently at the back, I think. My link tree on YouTube is not working, you say? Type in exclamation mark social media, please. Let me quickly do it myself. I ran into the wall. Yeah, I think you guys written it together is the right call to do it. See if that link tree is working, please. Although I thought that should be the same. Strong lockup from us here into turn 1. And the trophies behind me are from various different types of sim racing events. Some of them online, some of them on site. Like that golden one in the middle between the medals. That is from the BMW Sim Life from Munich. R Factor 2 Challenge trophy is from winning the opening R Factor 2 Challenge series. Then the medals in between are gold medals from rental karting events, and on the other side you find some Formula Sim Racing trophies. The first one that I got as a manager, and the other ones that I got as a driver. Hey chaps, we're doing good, we're doing alright. Okay, it's not clickable on that link, and it's different from the one we have in the descriptions. Noted. Looks like I'll have to do some homework then tomorrow. Also explains why the link tree is clicking that low. It simply is unable to be clicked. Well, that's good feedback, guys. Thank you. So, difficult question I do have to solve though, as these conditions that we are doing the practice on right now are extremely variable. Can we get the car working in the dry? Yo Mitch, thank you so much for becoming a Pit Lane Access member, a sponsor on the YouTube channel. Thank you so much, buddy. That is huge support. Really much appreciated. I just moved the seat position. I'm not even sure if moving the pitch is possible. If anything, I would slightly move it to the downward side, but generally speaking, I think I'm generally happy on what I got here. So, what is our track temp? 22 degrees. That is just about the threshold for the mediums to get some heat in, but apparently, as you can see, are sliding around big time. I get the surface temperature somewhere into the greens, but I wonder about I very much wonder about the core temps. 66 degrees. Isaron, hello, thank you for joining. Yeah, once again, Yo-Yo, thank you for becoming a sponsor as a Pit Lane Access member on the YouTube channel. And if you guys want to make sure to not miss out on sub-only or sponsorship-only streams, then consider becoming a member, a sponsor on the YouTube channel, consider becoming a subscriber on the Twitch channel, especially when we're doing edited videos or other sort of work that is not like the actual racing stuff. I may turn on the stream for the subs members only, so that the guys that are strongly supporting the community get a goodie to see. Jesus, what's with that 7th gear? I think it's a rather a temperature issue on the tire itself. Like when the tire is not heating up sufficiently, besides it not delivering the grip that it should, it's also not having the pressure on the tires, therefore not having the right amount of ride height, you know. And that all contributes to tire performance not being the way we want it, not being the way we need it. In all fairness, the Spa is such a heavy loaded track on the tires. For me it appears to be I cannot get the temperature in here into the medium. Well, that might also be a fact that we're still running on a dump track condition here. Yo-Yo, I appreciate mentioning the race summaries. You guys are seeing this obviously live. Depending on how much of a thriller we are enjoying in that race later on, we're gonna put out a highlight video. Might also be a not too much action-packed highlight video, but also if this race is living from strategy calls and so on, then I think we're having a very good reason to do these videos. And if you appreciate them, I would appreciate if you guys giving it a thumbs up and also a comment down in the comments area below that highlights videos. They are obviously a project from my end right now, trying to attract a couple new viewers, give you guys a different format. I know that it is probably very frustrating to have missed out on a stream like tonight, and then it's like a 3-hour stream, and I appreciate you guys when not being able to watch live that you don't go for a 3-hour video. So for those of you that may have missed the race, I may simply re-upload the highlights then, so that you actually know what has happened, generally speaking. There might also be an occasion where I simply re-upload a full race. Not a 90-minute race, don't you worry. But like the first challenge that we did in the Toyota around Portimao, that race overall was just so much action in a 20-25 minute race up until like the penultimate lap or so, that it also deserves being a nail biter for 25 minutes. Okay, so the question is, do I keep going with that medium? Wait, James, what are you saying there about the tires? Let me see. Just has to brake for that corner. Can't gauge anything with a track too dumb for cold softs, but too dry for wets. Yeah. Very tricky, but if I'm not mistaken, the actual race starts in dry condition then, right? Yeah, let's try these softs then. Hello, Yanni is on the mediums as well. See ya, Yo-Yo. Thank you for becoming a sponsor on the YouTube channel once again. Much appreciated. It started raining with 55 minutes left. So that is not even at the end of a full dry stint, yeah? Okay. Have you run in the hypercar here? That's crazy, like this, even those soft 44 degrees on the tire temp. I mean, if the dry condition is like this, pretty much it is for sure a soft situation, I think. However, I could also see a situation where if the track temperature is higher, it is a medium still for the first stint. Yeah, but what if it does not? And I think there is chances that it does not start raining even, according to the way the server settings work. But yeah, I see, like on the first lap with 50 degrees cold softs, I want to call it. This is obviously stupido. Wow, yeah, soft is just miles better. And by miles, I mean like... Remember, this is the first lap with a soft compared to the medium. There's Honda, hey buddy, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. I guess now with the track still being that cold, tires at 65 degrees, I should probably improve this lap time by a second and a half next lap. Like every acceleration zone is just so much quicker. Despite running white here, turn 1. Esbla Honda, thank you so much for your raid indeed with a party of 7, thank you buddy. Yeah, I need to work on these notifications to to show up. Some reason rates sometimes don't get a notify, which is a bit annoying, because it should. Any guys have done this race with a hypercar? Have you been able to get rear wing 1 working? I feel rear wing 1 is so all over the place. I mean, you guys can imagine the setup being very nice in terms of the general balance already. Oh, we're going really quick at it. Keeping improving the lap time, lap after lap, really. Having a solid balance on the brakes, which will be important when it comes to dump and wet driving. Coming in purple for 2:03.6. 7/10 clear of Igor this time. Yeah, I remember back in the day I've built a setup for the Toyota with rear wing 4 even, but I keep getting anxious of being a sitting duck on the straight. But yeah, you see it like this. This could be a rear wing result, obviously. So that is a concern, and that also means we are putting a bit more rear wing. I put it to 3 as well. The dampers are okay. I am going to also put the rear end a bit lower. Just 2 clicks really. Soft is fine. Brake bias will be adjusted. Powertrain is a bit odd because I felt like it needs the long one, but apparently it seems being it needs the short. Let me give this another try. Why though, Sven? Isn't Spa a beautiful racetrack and a beautiful form of relaxation? So let's see a rear wing 3, the rear end also a bit lowered. Just hoping that this is not too understeery now. It will certainly help for not losing the rear into Wuhan here. Oh, I love Spa. It's such a good racetrack. But of course, opinions about the track can be different. I mean, my famous disbalance about loving racetracks is the Nordschleife. I hate it with a passion and try to skip it whenever I can. MD275, thank you so much for letting me know. We're gonna see now. What is that? We need 7 through Eau Rouge then. Lost massive speed there. But apparently, this is quicker as we still have hit 312 at the end of Camel Straight, as you've indicated before. Yeah, and I think this is once again first lap. I mean, of course the track keeps drying and everything, but you just see that with more rear wing we're just able to attack more in the corners straight away, being identical compared to our lap time that we've done with the heated up softs, which means in hindsight if we finish the lap and then go for another one, we should ditch into the 202s. I will put the same question out to Yanni. Hi. Questions of all questions. Have you got the Peugeot running? You can't hear me. Okay. How about now?
Now, yes.
Amazing. Questions of all questions. Have you got rear wing 1 working?
No, I didn't go. I actually took the same as at Imola-ish.
Okay.
I mean, it's gonna be mostly wet, right? So...
But yeah, potentially. I was still wondering because I tried it and the car was floating.
Yeah, it would be very tricky.
Ah, guys, I don't know. To me, the long gearbox, it's much easier. Or it's much better for a Rouge. Like, feels like you need to downshift in the middle of the corner. Autobahn, exactly, and I think that is absolutely fine. Purple middle sector, can we finish the lap? Jetrex, hello and welcome. Ah, shitty. Yeah, we can finish the lap, but we scrub off a lot of speed here. Let's see how a downshift would work in the infamous Rouge. Well, arguably slightly better. Jerome, do you by chance remember the track temperature we had in the dry conditions? "20 max, yeah, that is soft condition for sure. Also obviously keeps the temperature longer as soon as the rain comes. Rain saturation was 50. Okay, copy. Alright, we return to garage. Something has happened to my shoes. Okay, interesting. I was bouncing at my ankle all the time. Okay, just quickly. Get these things on again. Right. Make sure wiper is not on automatic after it starts raining, because when it stops, wiper stops, but there is still spray from the other car. Yeah, I have buttons mapped anyway for that if I need it. Alright, so arguably even rear wing 4 is way to go. And then I guess we're fine with the short gearing. Yeah. So gonna save the set. Number version 2. Simon the Sorcerer, thank you so much. Much appreciated, yeah. That this is a concern for sure. Blanchiment in the wet. Okay. I'll just take it. Oh, so I see I'm up against the Puck Cup. Jack McConnell though in Toyota, Tibor Shilagi in a Toyota, Marius in a Porsche, Luis Gaspar also in the Peugeot 24. Everyone seems to be in the 24s, so that's interesting. Yeah, true, Jerome, but you know, it is a concern in general. Blanchiment when you are there in the wets and stuff. Certainly not an easy corner to crawl through. The problem with Blanchiment really is that the line you need to be so spot on, and then it is only that line that is just that little bit drier. But the moment you slip off that line, whether you're turning in, I don't know, 5 milliseconds too late, it just swings and you just die. So we have wet practice, then a dry up qualifying. So there remains water on the track. It is a clear soft racing condition. Nicozy, thank you so much. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing all right. Oh, I see iRacing is on as well. God damn it. The first two laps were too sketchy. On wets or on dries? Ah, on wets after the pit stop. Copy, copy. That the GTEs could even dive bomb, okay. I think that's a concern. But why was it so sketchy with the wets? Because the wets are... like, the track condition hasn't been efficient yet, or...? Is it dumped now or not? It is dry. So no rain in the practice then, or what? A slippery caddy. That's something that doesn't sound too joyful either, right? Simracer, hello, and thank you so much for joining. Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. Or we just want to do 1, maybe 2 timed laps. We're checking on fuel consumption of the quali. And ideally at the race in the end. Well, we will see. Yanni is taking the Evo 9X8. So what you're saying is, man with the biggest balls is gonna be quickest in the wets in the first 2 laps. Already suspecting Yanni with a Hyper S1 here. Important question, is the qualifying private or is it free for all? Publicly quali. Got to love it. Marvin, thank you so much for your tier 2 sub for 8 months. Much appreciated, buddy. So is it a two-shot quali or is it single run?
It's quite cold, right?
21.
I've not tried it yet, to be honest. I would think it's probably 2 or 3 laps in a row.
Eventually, yeah. Return to garage quickly. Shitty. Now something has happened. Ooh, I'm lucky. What was that pogo lighting? There's a guy in a funwall.
Funwall. Oh, I see. I see.
Poor guy.
Well, he will enjoy.
Oh yes.
I saw some Glickenhaus in a practice server before.
Yeah, thank you so much about the traffic wishes. So there is a GTE going down, no name. I need to get that GTE no matter what. It's the P5 GTE. 9 seconds ahead. Well, the first lap was irrelevant anyway. First lap was simply about warming up the tyres. Heavy Sodon ahead of us. Struggling with tire temperature, apparently. Marlix HD, thank you so much for the follow on our Twitch channel. Welcome. Hope you're gonna enjoy the stream. So there is 2 GTEs, no 1 GTE. I should be close enough to get that before Rouge. Let's just go for it. Yeah, I really did have a red ghost behind, but I exchanged that now. Marlix, we're doing Spa with a hypercar. And qualifying is on for a 90-minute race, including some rain. Target is mid 59s and the quali in the end. Again, first of all, importantly, we need to get the tires up to temp. and it is going to be the second lap that's going to be important. Thank you, Espla Honda. Yeah, and I will beat that lap time straight away, I think. It's about this lap now. That will give us a good... Has to give us a good bunker. Hey Jonas Strax, how you doing? It's fine. Long time no see, but here you are again. Thank you for joining us. Ah, damn. Maybe the traction control is set a bit too aggressive. This might be the case here. But it is competitive for sure. Traction control is set too aggressive. Okay, I'm taking a short break here. This is unfortunate because this lap times should or would need to be an improvement. And I was speaking about a bunker lap, as you remember. And that bunker lap would have been important because it would have meant taking a bit of pressure off from the run that we're starting about now. But that now obviously has failed as well. We now have the pressure, for sure. So we need to find a good gap in traffic. Yanni with a half a second of advantage over us. And that is a big chunk part of me not able to finish the lap in correct manner. So we just now need to see. I have a couple of GTEs ahead. Again, first lap is not that important when it comes to optimal lap time. Wow, Espla Honda, 20 hours of sim racing. My wife would be mad with me. So we're on the verge here of dropping out of the front row as well. So I hope with that space I should get him right on the camel straight. He's supporting the lap anyway, which is beautiful for us. Ah, shit. I off-tracked this lap. That's just plain stupid. I have James on a lap though. Right, 2 laps, this needs to be it then. Hey Dalibor, how you doing, man? So, and here comes maybe my lap breaker. Because he's on a lap. Crazy, I just can't improve that middle sector. I'm not really having a solution to it, as in why. What am I gonna do? There's 2 guys ahead of me. Olesny is starting a lap. I should not have him. Hopefully in Eau Rouge. Just about after. Oh, Pepper Prey. Yep. Been too long in 6th though. Was it a stupid idea to lift down? And that's the lap hit. Great. Ah, meine Fresse. The biggest issue of the car is its looseness on the brakes to the high speeds. That is a full 10th gain. Here the brake migration seems helping. Might be the first occasion where I'm making use of the brake mic. Yeah, with my current brake bias it does. Nice job.
Thank you. How good was your lap?
Bad. Like, I lost 2/10 compared to the first timed lap. For whatever reason. It would have been close though, I'm not sure if I could have caught you.
I was about to gain a little bit, but some GTE with blue flag didn't move over. But still, I think the pace is interesting.
I think it's gonna be tight.
I thought it was 80-minute race, but it's 90.
Yep, it's 90.
Yeah, the schedule is wrong again.
Uh-oh. Kali Bali, thank you so much for following us, and Duke4D, thank you so much for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Guess we hope for the rain.
Yeah, the rain will come, right?
I don't know.
I thought it's like 100%, but maybe not.
I don't know, like... I haven't raced it before. I haven't heard of anyone yet complaining that there was no rain, so...
Yeah,
Who knows?
let's see.
The UI was showing 0% of rain, so here we go.
Let's see. Good luck.
Good luck. I just heard you sleeping again.
No.
Then it was someone else. Show me that Peugeot top speed.
It's set up for the wet, but
Copy.
isn't the Toyota good on the brakes?
Forgot the brake map.
Ah.
Well, I guess see you on the podium then.
I don't know, see you later, but I'm looking at my tiny pedal plug-in forecast and it's sunny as well.
Uh-oh. I just wonder, can Hypercars do 45 minutes on a tank?
Yeah,
I mean,
isn't
they
it like-
can in
it's
Imola.
normal, right?
Rain in 35 minutes. Copy, we are looking. I think you only see it on the event itself. Well, let's hope we'll find a good rhythm into the race. The more I get comfortable here on the car, the more I'll be able to start pushing towards Yanne, perhaps put him under pressure. Saved by the car behind, or... front a bit. So I think I need 23 total laps for 45 minutes. We've done 2. Done, yeah, okay. We're looking good on that target for the moment. Lemore88, thank you so much for the follow on the Twitch channel. Rolex Daytona 25, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch and welcome. Yeah guys, and if you appreciate the racing, if you appreciate the sim racing races and events we do, please have a follow on Twitch. Subscribe us on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already, support the stream. That would be massively appreciated. Right, I'm slowly but surely losing some ground. I'm doing very bad turn ones, it's crazy. Christian 0960, thank you for the follow, welcome. I wonder if I'm having a tad too much understeer. Top Tuning, Treviso and Anders Pettersson, thank you so much for your subscriptions on the YouTube channel, guys. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we are chasing Yanni as good as we possibly can. Now a Toyota. Well, we could do better around here, right? Yeah, I'm undecided. Do I want to increase the rotation of the car with a couple of clickies? On the ARBs? Or do I not? Give it a try. Better to drive around the outside the apex a little bit here anyway. Yep, Dalibor, if you become Emoji Access member, you get access to the custom emotes available on the channel for using in the chat. Similar feature as on Twitch right there. Yeah, you see the rear end rotating a lot more now. The question is it too much, or is it just about right? You're welcome, Dalibor. I ended there with slightly missing the apex of the chicken, as we have traffic up the road. That traffic will be painful for us, not so much for Yane. Yeah. Oh. It was not worth the money.
Well, the issue is that I thought he was leaving the space, but then it was way too late to like safely go out of the move.
I just commentated to my people that this car will be no issue for you. Oh, 8/10th. A little bit of draft. Let's go. Yeah, Dominic, I'm talking to Yane, the car ahead. It's getting more and more interesting here. Yeah, sadly just had them a bit in the wrong spot. Okay. Don't lift at rudder look. Why not? I don't think it's deadly. I think sometimes it's required. What a nice block. And the gap is almost back to 1.7. Grande. Bottom of the traffic. Let's see if it becomes a balanced thing later in that race. So that could finally be a good moment for me. Oh, Yanni running wide. Either doing it on purpose to not have it a bad moment for him, but I think that may just run him into the trouble anyway. Calculated turn 1 now.
I missed turn 1 apex by 10 meters, so...
First time I see him really having a bad spot for the traffic. Shit. That was a bit too wide. Yep, there's nothing I can do. Take that cut. Yeah, no LMH car really does like the trail braking into a hairpin. You need these cars really be done with braking before turning in. Ferrari has the same behavior. I don't think the Peugeot had to. Banner, I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. Just a little bit of practice getting into this, so... Yeah, and he told me up front that his car is like as beautiful as a hypercar has ever been in terms of the balance. And Well, safe to say that you can see that. So I grow a bit more aggressive with the ARBs again. Way more oversteer. And I hope to get that little bit more rotation, which maybe allows a little bit more cornering performance, especially also here on the exits. As you can see, the exits is a crucial moment. Anyone fancy knowing what percentages Yanni is hitting on the virtual energy use? How long till the rain? When did it start falling for you guys? We have 1 hour and 7 minutes to go. Started with 50 minutes to go, never stopped. Copy, copy. How much laps in total you had in the end? I guess 23, probably I would guess it's 45 in total, but it's probably more like 44. How many laps did you guys do in the end? Hey Jan, did you not go into the race as well with us? Or what do you mean really aggressive TC? Like my car has an aggressive TC. Ah, you were in the TC in the... What, can you check your result file? Who has won the race and how many laps in Hypercars have they done? That would be a massive appreciation on my end. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should put the TC not that aggressive even. Keep missing turn 1, but thankfully the bus stop is kind of fine. "41 laps, okay. So if I'm making it to lap 43 and refuel for 19 laps, like for 42 laps in total, that should be fine then. It doesn't really help, like... I haven't actually seen what Yanne had with the GTE now. Was he hit into a Rouge? Pugarus and Yotis 100. Thank you so much for your follows on the Twitch channel, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome to the race. Lampros, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to the race. Yeah, and if you guys enjoy the content, if you guys enjoy the stream, please consider becoming a subscriber on the YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitch if you haven't done already. Help us grow these channels and let us enjoy sim racing all together. This has been a massive lap for us compared to Yanne with the gap. I'm going too fast to turn 1. It takes too long for me to get out of turn 1. It might start a little earlier, a little later, yeah. So for the race with the 41 laps, in which minute did it start? Thankfully he left the space. Around 55 to go. Okay, when it starts around 55 to go, and we go for 42 laps. Copy, copy. What am I doing? No. This is crazy.
Yes, it is. I just said before that I just can't handle this traffic, it's so unpredictable.
Wasn't the traffic I went through the bus stop and I had to give up 3 seconds to not get a straight SG.
Ooh. Well, nicely managed.
Well, I could have had a run on you now. But that's mental what I see from here.
Yeah, it's like every car. I don't understand. Just stay on the racing line.
Wow, I got my drive, like my cut lap back in terms of a gap. Like, you know guys, I get why this track limit is red in the first place. I 100% get it. But if I give up 2 seconds and still get a cut point, then I don't know, that's wrong. I nearly died. Going through Blanchimont like that. This re-anti-wall bar is too aggressive. I think I'm too early at this apex, really. Yeah, I think so much about things that I'm thinking about. I know, I'm aware. I can't handle it. Okay, so let's see, 2.4 seconds is the gap. It is so annoying. The simple fact that we could have had a run. Whether that would have been smart or not with the traffic is a different story. But coming from that cut, it really prevented us from more. That is a track limit for sure. It doesn't even get me anything. But for whatever reason, the rears are completely done. I'm sliding mentally around on the back. Apparently that line is even worse, called Blue Notebooks. I am from Germany indeed, yes. Cengiz, you got taken out of this one, or what happened to you? I thought you were signed up with a PUC. Or was that just in a practice? Can't remember. Alright, scap back to 3.5. Yeah. That's the thing though, you know, having a run on Yanni would be one thing. Keeping that position would be a completely different story. And I'm 100% sure that he's saving the fuel as well. So where is the rain? In 55 minutes to go. Where is the rain?
Which we have to remove our weather update plugins because they are not showing the correct stuff.
I don't have any plugin for that. I was just referring to the HUD and the race setup thing.
Ah!
But yeah, I agree about the tiny pedal one. Seems to be wrong.
Well, it says rain now, that it started to rain, so...
At least it's updating correctly, right?
yeah, but then it's no longer a forecast.
So we would conclude $19 more laps after the pit stop. Pit stop is on lap 23 then, so 42 laps in total, yeah? Surely not 43, I assume. I assume Yanni is the much better driver in the rain anyway, like... Our only chance is now getting the strategy stuff spot on. Yeah, guys, thank you for the good luck wishes. If you want to support our luck, please consider becoming a sub on the YouTube channel. Consider following us on Twitch. I think I'm still driving that Toyota wrong, especially in those acceleration zones. I am too... turn. I'm too eager on the throttle there. I think I would trigger the traction control much less with a smarter foot. Dave Adams, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. And welcome. And I got goody pace there. X-Banner, that's fine. Thank you for your double support, buddy. Thank you for checking indeed. Oh yeah, and they're in the traffic now. That's gonna bring us closer on Camel Straits, and then it's gonna hurt us hard. During the lap. Hey Terry Sanders, how are you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for joining. Oh, come on, buddy. Why not give way? What the hell? Like, you get blue flags, just move out of the way, the battle is on between leaders. I have been hyper lucky. Rain is hitting harder. I think one needs to be prepared for the moment when the track is hitting slightly wet. Which seems to be not yet. And it goes in. Let's see. Or is he not? Yes, he is. This could be our chance now, guys. Because the track says it's still dump, which would mean soft tire could still slightly be better. Although this is now a tricky drive. We're gonna ask him anyway whether he was fuel limited. Felt the wet is the way to go now. You went in because of fuel or because of tires?
Fuel. But well, tires were natural occurrence then as well.
Yeah. Okay, so we have saved over a bit. Now it is up to you guys, having done the right call on the strategy or the amount of laps remaining. Damn it. Now the track is slightly wet. Let's see anyway. It could be right at the crossover point regardless. Box. Yes, wet now, wet. Noah Eda, thank you so much with your raid with a party of 49 guys. Welcome to the Le Mans Ultimate weekly event. The 90 minutes of Spa. Rain has just started. First set of fuel is done as well. We're getting fresh wet tires now. And then we see how close it is with Yerne as we're getting ready out of our pit box. 60 kph. It feels so slow. Evan also with us here in the pits. Behind us. Where is Yanni? 9.8 seconds behind. So we have jumped him. But I think that is more to him struggling on the low higher temperature of his wets. Let's see, we also underfueled the car by a bit. We also went a lap longer than him. Is this enough to win the race? Question mark. Where brakes? That is where skill? A better question, I assume. So the more gentle we are to the throttle now, the better the traction will be for us. And we should also not overheat these tires too hard as well. As the track is ever just slightly wet, that means hardly any spray just yet. Which means not enough water really to cool these tires. It is a difficult decision because obviously you need to have a bit of core temperature on, but you don't want to wear them out too much, as I think Yanni has now also these tires to work. Careful at the exit of Rouge, copy. Yanni went straight there. Ooh, I'm going to be straight here, right? Only about just hitting the corner. The app is called Race Lab app. Alright, let's see. We need to get that GTE. Yanni ran straight. Let's see how the Toyota is doing that. Also ran a bit wide. Okay, so we need a small lift there. Which means on the fuel side of things, it's the energy that we used last lap. 4.32. That is remaining for about 18 laps then. Yeah, I think the track is going to go a bit slower still. I need to save fuel though, just to be sure. Currently the Race Lab app is proposing 44 laps. I'm not sure how much slower we're still going to get, and what is this equation based on. As we here see the paddles forming now. Yeah, Noah, thank you so much for the rate with the party 49. And what have you guys been doing? Have you been on ACC? Have you been on LMU today? Did you even go backwards with a BB?
Yes.
I'm scared to do that.
And I just went backwards again because I'm locking the fronts.
While moving it backwards, okay.
I mean, I had to move even more backwards, although now I had a bit of rear lock in the turn one.
Noted. All of them can be race ending spots now, guys. This is very tricky. We've done 25 laps, got fuel for 18 more at this pace. Oh, Jenkish. Power outage. You guys got thunderstorms around? Hypercar on the wall, exit Blanchimont. Not sure if it was a mistake, but I take it. Banval said is super slow in this game. Okay, so we have now enough wetness on the track for tires. I go detached rear anti-roll bar. Hopefully for maximum stabilization. Let's see how Blanchiment goes. These ARBs are just about okay. These turns are extremely slow down now. Okay, back to from rear anti-roll bar. Got a gap between me and Jan, he's going a bit up and down. Clip it. I came out of a Rouge alive.
Damage?
Nope. I did a 360 through Radillon and kept it out of the wall narrowly.
The lens that we go just for the content, right?
Yeah.
Good job by catching. Enjoy the Vanval ahead.
Ah, I enjoyed it before. Yeah, I'm mentally scared now. The ARB setting that's causing this.
Make properly wet.
Back to detached. And pray. 4 on the front. Rather make it understeer. Wing is P3 or 4. But I guess my rear is too low. Yeah, would have been full game over indeed. No way to argue around that. can't help it. I'll need P1 rear anti-roll bar. There's no other way. The car's gonna rotate. Need to risk it. This is all about track position now, from here to the end. Oh no.
Yeah, it snapped so crazily.
We brake bias to the front.
Yes.
Where did you end up before snapping?
I did triple correction, left to right to left to right. 51.4 brake bias, if you mean that.
I was at 50.1. So it's 1-1 on contents, right?
Yeah, but I have actual damage.
Oh yeah.
I try to keep going, but it's quite bad.
Copy. Yeah, Yanni died. Which means from here on... Oh boy. So probably a dumb idea to go there without any throttle. But we're certainly gonna take it easy. Yep, Yanni is my friend, and he was my teammate for more than 5 years. Me, in the meanwhile, I'm a free agent, so not having a team right now, and Yanni is in the Rafa Esports team. I mean, it was awesome that he spun, as much as we are friends. He attached rear anti-roll bar, oh my god. As much as we are friends off the track, on the track, there is no such real thing as friends. Like, obviously against your real friends and stuff, you don't get the elbows out too much. Or you get them even more out because you can speak about it after the race and things gonna be fine. But generally speaking, you don't... Yeah, a bit of throttle is good. You don't have any friends on the track, of course. As much as we're doing these races together and sharing information, everyone is trying to get a little bit on the edge with information, meaning what we just saw when speaking about the brake bias. I asked him what brake did you went back with the brake bias, and he just said yes, but not how much, because I felt being quite rear-ended already with the brake bias. So did it stop raining now? Rain has stopped, has it?
Yes.
So that could spool things around, guys. I need your help. We are doing 2 minutes 11 in average right now. How many laps to go? I'm gonna tell you guys what you need to calculate, please. Anyone got a calculator? Please type in 23 times 60 plus. I'll get you that value over the line. 23 times 60, please. Twenty-three times 60 plus 20. 23 times 60 plus 20. And you please divide that by 132 and tell me the number. Do it real quick. So, just forgot about the fact that we do have straights here. Not long enough. 10.6, right? So 11 to go from here. You got fuel for 12. Perfect. Good job, Jenkish. You guys have mainly got to the right number. I see some 1,580. That's a bit wrong. 1,380 would be 23 times 60. But not the math I wanted to have, sadly. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I believe it's 11 laps to go from here. We even go a bit backwards with the brake bias. We just take it easy. No flat out pushing from here on. Consumption on energy last lap was 4%. We got 46 left, so 11.5 for the moment. It's just about not dying in Blanchimont and Eau Rouge and keeping it clean in the rest of the lap. Not being struck by any traffic or something. If we can fulfill that task, we goodie. Percent. Oh my god, yeah, this is how quickly it can go wrong, as you've seen. But first I locked the fronts, then I ran into 100% battery, lost the rears, or locked the rears. And then the GT on the exit almost spun. So guys, that's how quickly it can go wrong. Yeah, and Yane is losing big time, which is our benefit. I'm just gonna keep the wipers on. Much as they might be annoying here. So guys, after the race we're gonna obviously have to have a look at that spin through Eau Rouge. I hope I'll be able to somehow give you a little bit of an insight as in whether that was just pure luck or also a little bit of skill. To keep that out of the wall. And if you guys have appreciated the race so far, if you love the content, if you love the point of view, guys, please consider becoming a subscriber on the YouTube channel. Please become a follower on Twitch if you haven't done already. That would absolutely be appreciated for the channel support. See you there, Andy. Much appreciated. Also, once again, a shout out to Yo-Yo for becoming a Pit Lane Access member, a sponsor on our YouTube channel. It's much appreciated. And that is obviously big support, as well as all the subscribers on the YouTube channel, of course. With your monthly sub, you guys are supporting the channel big time and leading us to future investments, of course. So would be any Streamlabs donation that you guys do will not go, well, it obviously goes into my pocket, but it will not go to my private pockets. It will go into the business as usual. Rule number one for the streaming stuff we do: whatever we buy, it needs to be within the budget. That I'm not too fancy throwing more private money at it. Spend a lot of private money to get to that point where I'm right now, and from here on it is also about the business. Means as much as I could take out every penny, I'm not doing so, because from time to time there will be reinvestments required, such as getting a new PC even. I think that's on the list for... Ooh, yeah, he died in Eau Rouge. That's on the list for 2025, I think. This machine that we're having here right now, I bought it in the end of 2021. Is it 2021? Let me think about it real quick. I think it moved with me from before to... yeah, it is from the end of 2021. So it would require probably to stay up to date on new machinery mid of 2025. That cost amount, roughly, I expect to be between 3,500 to 4,500. Simply because I want to be able to keep top-notch quality streaming up, which means having enough power to get good pictures from the screen, having enough power to get good pictures onto the screen in the first place. And at some point, this monitor now is 6 or 7 years old. I think I bought it 2029, so 2018, end of 2018, so almost 6 years. Arguably, it would be nice to have a better panel. It would be nice to have a 1440 resolution, but this is highly demanding power from the GPU and everything, so that is absolutely mental. And what would also happen is that this machine that we're currently racing and streaming on right now to become a new office PC, where I could do faster renderings, and stuff like that. Because that current office PC, it was Windows 10 on it, and it's like Windows 10, the support is obviously ending. So I upgraded to 11, but I had to put out a couple of switches on my motherboard in order to do so. And sometimes the PC just freezes, so there's a clear indication that that machine, which is now 6 or 7 years old as well, is not going to do it for much longer. And it is a bit of a drama because it contains a GTX 2080. But believe it or not, a GTX 2080 would not even be able to get me 4K pictures out of Le Mans Ultimate on a 4K screen. Well, it does get out pictures, but not a fluent video at 60 FPS even, which would be the bare minimum requirement that I would want to do. So that means as soon as this machine, what we're racing on right now, becomes the office machine, we can improve the quality of replays, hopefully. Did Yanni spin again? Or is it just so much more damage? Anyway, to finish the point, this is where all your support is going to. This is where the membership money is being stored. Membership money would also, or the subscribership money would also get me to Simracing Expo, let's say, covering up the traveling costs for that event. So yeah, it's a simple rule of principle that we not just take it out for whatever. There is a bit of money parked, obviously, in the business accounts for the upcoming investments, and it's not taken out for something else. Because, you know, as much as you guys are supporting this channel with a sub on Twitch or with a sponsorship or membership on YouTube, you guys are not only paying that money for the content and for the appreciation. As much as you do, you're also paying that money in order to support us on everything we want to do. And you get something as an improved content or improved pictures or whatever in return. So this is the equation behind it. That's fine, and you know, no one here has an obligation to spend his money on me. Not in the slightest, his or her money, and not in the slightest way. I appreciate every donation, I appreciate every sub and membership, but at the end of the day, I'm here for having fun with you guys. I'm here for entertaining you guys a little, and if you enjoy these streams and if you enjoy hanging out with the community, then I think that is everything I could literally ask for. The only thing I would really ask you for is, given that YouTube stream, that YouTube video, the like, keep watching the shorts and the highlight videos. I think we may gonna have one from this event as well. Will not be utterly long, but there is still some storyline to be told. Yeah. So that is literally the only thing I could ask you guys for. That if you appreciate what you're seeing here, that you keep watching, keep following, keep subscribing on the free stuff. Keep thumbs upping, sharing the stream to your friends. That is literally the only thing I really ask you guys to do. Apart from that, please just enjoy. Don't forget enjoying the content that hopefully is worthwhile for you boys. Yes. Right, too much spoken about business. Let's talk racing. Rain has stopped since a couple of minutes already. We're still doing our 215s, just easily taken the advantage of having a car that is still in one piece despite losing it into Eau Rouge. And guys, once again, once we have crossed the start finish line, we are gonna checking up the lap. We are going to have a look into the Spinala straight away. That's our job. That's going to be your satisfaction most likely. And I'm gonna see from a bird view point of view the first ever time how close it really was. There was a tank slapper after the actual spin even, which almost got me to the wall. That is, up until that point I was like, okay, we have a 50-50 chance this is going well. When we came out of the 50-50 chance into the tank slapper, it was like, shit, this is not gonna end well. And then suddenly park ripped up. Thankfully. Simon the Sorcerer, buddy, thank you so much for a peer character stretching the thumbs up with 349 on the super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. Obviously, as much as YouTube is taking more than 40% I believe from that donation, it is still great to do it over the system, because it will mean to YouTube that you guys enjoy the video, and that means the channel may enjoy more impressions to new people, because after all we're doing for the community here. And I want to once again thank Simon here for the donation, really much appreciated. As much as we're doing stuff for the existing community already, my dream, my plan, my hope obviously is that we can lure in new people additionally to the existing community, showing them what's possible. And if that is just the average F124 stream watcher, or if that is someone that loves to watch Mario Kart streams and Need for Speed or whatever, then that's fine. That is our task, that is our ambition as well, to not only have a community within our niche, but also to increase the size of this niche, because Le Mans Ultimate is a fabulous game. And remember, Le Mans Ultimate and Studio 397 have posted about the survey that is up for 2 weeks, and a lot of constructive feedback is very much appreciated to them. For very constructive feedbacks, they also put names into the credentials of the game, which I think is an amazing opportunity. I know that there will be some people giving one-sentence answers anyway, but what we've seen from the early access release when it comes to their webpage, their forum, their feature of propose new ideas to us, what kind of features you want to see, you have to admit this radar thing, the start sequence, have all been things the community was asking for. They got implemented literally within 2 months. Now you can argue whether that is fast or not, but I think for what the game is, for the size of the studio that is producing the game, 2 months is literally no time. No time at all for a system that never existed before in the Studio 397 coding environment. And if any people had any doubts on Studio 397 taking the community serious, then these doubts shall be gone by the time when we see how much community feedback was handed in and how much got being put into reality onto the game in the aftermath. That is simply amazing. It is better than R Factor 2, yes. The new tire model, especially on the Hypercar, is probably the best tire model we have in Simracing right now. GTEs, they don't drift slide anymore. They only do it very, very slightly, and you have to be very lucky and precise sometimes to not lose the car. Generally, GTEs finally drive like sports cars drive, and that is all down to Studio 397 not just like take an R Factor 2 and refurbish it. That's not what they've done. They've significantly improved the physics, the engine, the netcode, a lot of things. Yeah, exactly, Jenkish, and I think the more of us people is probably mourning about the missing possibility to rearrange the dashboards, to change the HUD elements, to move them around wherever you want to have them, maybe to enlarge it, maybe to resize them, whatever. The more people are gathering in that same amount of feedback, the more Studio 397 will be like, okay, if the community wants it that way, is there any reason that hinders us in order to do it? And if they found there is none, then there is a very high chance they will additionally do so. Maybe not in first sight, but maybe in the long run, in the long term, because remember, they may have to release the 2024 content first in order to be in agreement with agreements and licensing, and that they have happy WEC and ACO. There's a whole bunch of law stuff going on behind the scenes for sure. Yeah, that's absolutely the point. Like, I'm looking extremely forward to the 1.0. For me, it basically is a 1.0 already. Because for me, the co-op series might not be too much of a thing unless I say, okay, we're gonna do that with the community. But then even I think it's difficult to do that with the community as such. What I think I'm gonna put onto the survey is we need custom service. I can only offer really good coaching if I have a custom server that I can set up for me and the students to not be intimidated by other people on the server. Whether that is good people or bad people, it doesn't play a role at all. It's just about having full focus between me and the student and the task for the coaching. That's all what it is about. So I want to have public service. Then we may run into a licensing issue, but I would love to have liveries. I would love to have personal editable liveries, and that is like in R Factor 2, where you can like just redesign it completely from scratch and saying, yeah, this is my Ferrari livery, hands down. This is what I'm going to put into the survey. I want to have a career ladder, to be racing sort of serious, not just like Le Mans Ultimate Online on Race Control, to have small series there, to have rankings there, to have the overall community interaction being possible there. Let's see what else. I want a damage HUD for safety reasons back online. At least telling you the amount of damage, or if rearing's still attached or not. Because we saw it in the LMP2 race with Yannick. Guy was racing him, had no idea he had no rearing until he turned it into Curva Grande, then lost it. Oh, they made a very good simulator, and I think this is really where you have to say this is much better than any F1 game of F1 whatever. It is a bit of a sad story that WEC is that small in terms of overall global followership. I think there was a video somewhere, F1 has like 72 million across the globe, and was WEC having 6, 7, 8 million or 2 point something millions. It wasn't necessarily bad, but it was very small still. However, this Le Mans Ultimate game is better F120 whatever in every single aspect. And I would even say arguably it can still be an arcade game for the people that just come home, want to enjoy it with a pad. They can still enjoy it. They can still race it. It has pad support. And from that point of view, I think it serves both markets. It serves die-hard sim racing as we are doing it, and it serves the arcade people with the co-op mode with race weekend and so on. Guys, it is an unbelievably P1. Earned hard only by maximizing the strategy. And obviously by having Yanni death into the penultimate chicken, and we're gonna have a penultimate corner of the second sector. So we're obviously gonna have a look into the replays. Unlucky.
Good job, Michi.
Second.
It was
Thank you.
not brake bias, it was the battery clipping. I keep forgetting about it.
Okay. I lost the rear once as well for clipping, but I lost it in turn 1 and could save it.
Yeah. Like I kind of did save it, but then you know how reactive the front is in these cars, like in real life and here as well. It's so easy to just like minimally overcorrect and go into the wall.
I know exactly what you mean. So lap 28 or lap 29? Appears to be 28. Guys, sit back and enjoy. This was crazy. What? It wasn't here. Ah, Yanni was already behind, so lap 28 then. Okay, doesn't work like that for the moment. Here we go. Enjoy this Vinala through Eau Rouge. Oh my god. Guys, how lucky have we been? Let's watch this. Turn in, we're gone straight away. So lucky. There was not too much skill involved, to be honest, though. So it is about here where we have lost the car. Still turning to the right. Here I'm counter steering to the left. But what I'm doing is I still keep it a little bit of throttle. Why am I doing it? Because if you look at that wall over here, it goes that way. So I wanted to not, you know, from a racer's point of view, you would have probably started to lock the brakes about here when I feel like, okay, I'm losing it. So here's when I would lock the brakes. If I lock the brakes, you get 4 flat spots and you're slipping straight into that wall. So my plan was to keep a little bit of throttle up till here. I was like, okay, from here on I can't do anything anymore. This is also why I kept the steering kind of neutral. But I have done what I wanted to do. I cleared that wall. Arguably, in the old R Factor 2 version, I think the wall would have been around here. I would have been dead. Pretty sure. Or would we have been dead? It's hard to say whether we would have been actually dead on RF2. Because I assume that where this where the green stuff is here, this is where I assume the old wall would have been. It just has that angle. And then, yeah, I would have probably still slightly struck it, or slightly, heavily. And here, what I did is full lock to the left, because when the car was rotating back that way, I hoped as soon as the car is going to the front, getting the airflow from the front again over the car, I hope the aerodynamics kicking back in place. And arguably they almost did. It is here where the spin significantly slows down. There is still that little bit of a tank slapper, and this is where I tap the brake again. Yeah, you see it. I'm full lock to the left. Here I anticipate the car stopped sliding. If I don't anticipate it too much, I might get a straight tank slapper to the left, to the other direction. But oh, narrowly kept it out of the wall. And then the like the shift protection just kind of saving me, or not saving me, actually causing a bit of trouble. Let's have a look from the trackside view. Goodness me. RF2 wall is the green paint, yeah, so in RF2 we would have still crashed. Thank you, Jerome, for the congrats, and also thank you, Phoenix Sims TTV, for the follow. Yeah, let's have a look at Yanni's shunt. Well, I think Yanni, he had his shunt this lap, like in the same lap, on the lap after from my crash. Battery clipping. Oh boy. That is such a hard hit on the rear. You can be lucky you still had a rear wing.
Yes.
But man, it's crazy, like, you actually got the car, and then you go onto the brakes again just to lose it again.
No, Michi, your save though at Rouge and Redilon, that was something else.
I think I was just lucky. Like in RF2, the tire barriers would have been where the green stuff is on the top of Radillon. There I would have died.
But the way that your front gripped on the right side just before hitting the barrier, like suddenly the front just said, "Oh yes, I'm gripping once more. You survive."
Yeah, I think that was the lucky part. Like, arguably, I've heated them up by having them like full lock to the left all the time, and then I anticipated. But it was that moment when I hoped for when the 360 was done, that the car would aerodynamically be okay again and grip a little bit, but it did not. And I was like, shitty, now I'm gonna go straight to the barrier, but then suddenly the front gripped again. Was very odd.
Yeah. I like seeing your spin on my spin. Yeah, my spin is, well, can be expected to have a little bit of damage, but your spin should be DNF, but but you win, and well, I still got plus 9.4% DR, so
Plus
all right.
9.4%.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
How much did you get?
Plus 7.5 at least.
All right.
That's perfect, yeah.
I accept that. Anyway, let me finish my stream.
As well, yeah.
All right.
Guys.
Well, thank you for the racing anyway, Michi.
Yeah, likewise. Hey guys, that's gonna do it for this one. That's gonna do it for today. Once again, a little bit of an eventful race. I would like to thank Noah Eda once again for the raid. I would like to thank Simon the Sorcerer for the donation, and of course I would like to thank Jojo for becoming a Pit Lane Access member. Giotis, name of the friend is Jerne Simoncic. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with us. Giotis, I'm afraid he's not live on Twitch. Only on YouTube so far. Guys, we're obviously gonna have a raid. You will enjoy, well, I would say Le Mans Ultimate, but I guess it is iRacing, because there is obviously a special event going on. And we're raiding Tom 97 HD. Ah, they are done with racing as well. Then we are going with Infratic. He's one of the F1 content creators, but he's on iRacing today for the special event. And shout out to Altaman. It will be his last race of the career. Hope he has a good and successful Le Mans in the end. That's just a shout out to him. Guys, thank you for watching. Likely no stream tomorrow, or a stream on the afternoon, or perhaps a stream for subs and members only, depending on what I'm going to work on. Just so you know. Guys, thank you so much. Have a nice weekend and see you. Bye bye.